Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. I don't know what part this is. I don't know if they're going to be combined. It might be its own video. Not too sure yet what it's going to look like, but we are making a journal from my junk journal haul at the thrift store. This is junk journal number 1. Yeah, from the thrift store haul number 1. Okay. There will be some sort of playlist down below. So in the first video, we made the cover and decided on the signature pages. In the second video, I started prepping this, covered the inside. I have some tapestry stuff gluing on here. It's not adhering. So I'm going to let it dry. The weird part is it's adhering to the inside. This is glued in. So, we're going to have to come up with another thing here. I might put some fabric fix in here. I might put some hot glue. I'm not too sure, but, we're going to go ahead and sew some signatures in. Okay. So I only know one way to do this. Yeah, I was a very simple video by Christy Biddleson for me. And then Brooke, at Recreations by Brooke. So I will link them below. I do the exact same thing in all of my videos and I say the exact same thing. So this is how I do it. I take a piece of paper, cards, whatever you have, the length of the cover, and this is what I do. I fold it in half, and this is for a 3-stitch, 3-hole punch, 3-hole stitch, whatever, binding. Okay. So let's choose a color that you can see. Okay. So there's the middle. Okay, then you're going to take your end and you're going to fold it up to the middle. Okay, which gives you a fold right there. You're not going to use that fold. You're going to fold the end back up to that fold there. Okay, and then that is your dot there, and then into the middle again here. Again, we're not going to use this fold. We're going to fold the tip into that fold, and we're going to use that one. Do you need to measure this? Absolutely not. You could totally eyeball this. You know, find the middle and then find places at the end where you're going to capture your paper. Okay. Now, here's a tricky part that I'm not really not good at. And it gets harder because this is super fat now, thick. I need 2 signatures, and you can barely see these crease lines. I mean, I can barely see them. I'm pretty sure you can't see them. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's sticking. Okay. We'll work this out, you guys. I'm literally not worried about it. Yeah, I'm just not worried about it. I'll either cover it or, it's fine. I'm not worried about it. I burned it right there. I tried to dry it, which is how I got this dry. It's not warm enough to leave outside. It's cold and overcast today, and I'm way too impatient to wait for like tomorrow. So that's not going to happen. So if this were one signature, I would find the middle of this, right? And get it in there. The problem is this is 2. Now I'm not going to set it with eyelets this time because we're using what we have. And, yeah, so I'm going to eyeball it. I don't know another way to do it. So this is roughly the width of my spine. Okay, so my thought was if I lay this down in there and then poke a hole on either side of it. Okay, so there's my hole, and I'm going to go here and here. And I'm just going to say a silent prayer that we're close. Okay. Now, not even close. Okay. So see, we're too wide. Maybe my paper's too wide. I thought I cut it. It's too wide, huh? It doesn't matter because it's really forgiving, obviously. Huh. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to We'll do one. Because, oh my God, do you see what I did? T at the top, people, T at the top. Thank goodness that was the middle. Not that it should matter because I measured, but you know what I'm saying. T at the top, T at the top. Maybe, let's do it this way. Would that be better? Maybe we'll do it this way. See, in theory, this fits. In theory, this fits. Huh. It's fascinating. I think we're going to have to just go with it, you guys. Okay? I think we're going to have to go with it. Ooh, that's going to be a hot mess is what that's going to be. And the ribbon is literally healing like around where I poked these holes. Fascinating. Fascinating. Never done this. I told you I screw up on every single journal I make. It is okay because it's just for fun and it's just art. It's okay. It's just okay. There we go. That's close enough for government work. That's where we're going to get. Ooh, Nelly. Those are not even close. I don't know, you guys. We'll work on it in a minute. Here we go. I did go through and refold my signatures, make sure they're facing the right way I want, make sure I changed up some of the formats so a white wasn't next to a white, and I put all the crinkly edge or whatever this is called at the top. Some of them were facing down and I don't want them at the bottom. I also made sure my envelopes, this one, the up is up, obviously. And so I want to make sure that the opening's at the top here. Okay. All right. So the only question at this point is which signature goes first. Now I am simply going to choose this page because this one has this, and I don't know if I want that as the front page. I'm actually just going to see what's on the other side of it. I'm still not going to choose it, I don't think, as my... okay, so if we fold it this way, it goes this way. And if we fold it this way, we still get weddings. All right, that's fine. Then we'll leave it this way. All right. I'm going to leave that one clipped like that for now. All right, so this will be our first signature. Now I'm gonna clip it at the top also, but it's not gonna catch everything. So, right? So see, this paper is the only thing holding it in is this right here. Okay. So let's do this. Let's put this next to the fold, and you cannot see the gray. Probably I'll do it in red. We'll put a hole there, and a hole there. All right. I'm going to use my awl for this. You can use whatever you use to get a sharp... see? So the only thing that's going to hold that... Oh, that's not smart, Allison. The only thing that's going to hold this piece of paper in here is that one piece of thread. So, yeah, we have to be careful about that little piece of information. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that, and let's see if this will grab it at all. We'll try it just like that. Okay. I went ahead and got out a needle and some of my thread. I did buy a book binding kit from Amazon when I did my first book. You certainly do not need to. And I've put the brown thread in here because it, I think, matches the outside of this ribbon over here. Okay. So I'm going to take the awl and I'm going to just punch through You don't need the book behind it. I normally don't really, but I mean, it's better than your desk. But see, I just kind of go through like that, okay? Again, please go watch some of the people that bind books and know what they're doing. Like, yeah. Okay, so there's my 3 holes there. Let's just, I don't know, pray that we can find a hole. I'm not even going to use this book for that anymore because I didn't need it. All right. So you can start from the inside. You can start from the outside. If you guys have done this, you certainly know. I tend to start from the outside because I like to dangle stuff and I like the threads coming off the outside of my book. Okay. Do I know which one I'm going to do first? No, I do not. And do I even... Yeah, these are not going to be straight. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to poke my own hole next to the hole that's in there because I can now see where it is and the needle's fine to do that. So just make sure you don't lose that tail, okay? Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay, so we're up through the middle. We'll come up through the middle of our paper and get that situated, okay? There we go. Now I'm going to go down through the top and I'm going to hope that the hole works. I mean, you know. Okay, so up through the middle, down through the top, you're going to go all the way down to the bottom and come back up the bottom. If you can find the hole. Not even close. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. This this material has absolutely all right, let me try one more thing. It's just so funny. The file folder keeps losing its shape as well, like the binding. Not even close. So, this is very interesting. Wow. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. This, see, I can't see. It won't hold. It won't hold. And so this and this are not straight. I can obviously see that. I'm just wondering if there's a way to like... Okay, we'll try that. Let's put a hole there. Okay. Then let's take our thread back through the bottom. And of course it became unstrung. All right, so we will thread that. We will go back through the hole we made at the bottom and through our paper. Ironically, the paper is the easy part at this point. Well, it was until I let it go. Okay. Up through the middle, down through the top, all the way down to the bottom, back up through the bottom. And then we're going to go back through the middle. Now with the middle, you don't want to split your string. So make sure that you can get it knot through your string. There we go. And back, obviously, through the same hole on the outside cover. Again, not splitting your string. And you do want to come out on either side of the one on the outside. Okay? Needle. Okay. So then we will tighten it up just a little bit. Let's see if we can... All right. There it goes. All right, so it's enough here, and it's enough here. All right, whoops. So it's on either side of this. And just do a nice square knot. Right over left, left over right a couple times. This is waxed twine, so it holds pretty well. If you work with something that's more slippery, obviously, just give it an extra nudge. All right, I'm going to leave these for now. I normally cut them and dangle something or something. Well, here, I'll at least do that. So that's normally how I do it. I'll cut the tails and then I'll do that. All right, we are now halfway there because that was only somewhat painless. So let's try it again. Now, again, a gentle reminder, the only thing holding this, this middle page in is this middle hole. All right, so we may need, because you can see it's pretty wobbly. So I may put some washi in here. I may do a couple other things. And then we get to go in and play with our papers and decide, like, if we want them to stick out. I don't want it to stick out this much. But anyway, I know they're all different sizes. But that is looking okay. It's looking okay. All right, here we go. Number 2. Let me just make sure I have, top that way, bottom this way. And again, I have some things in the middle, specifically the same piece of paper I need to make sure I catch, okay? So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take our strip of paper, tee at the top, and mark on the crease where we want the hole. And then we got to figure out the outside. But that's okay. Let me go ahead and poke these so they are ready. Just make sure you don't catch your finger on the way through. Obviously, that's why you use a book or something. I know people on Etsy sell like a wedge, but a big thick book works. Obviously, a dictionary, a lot of people use that. I tend to just do this, okay? So just be super careful, obviously. If you have a crocodile, I often use a crocodile. I still screw that up, so it's not... I think it's just like a little bit safer, maybe. I think. It doesn't make my accuracy anymore. All right. So we are folding that. This paper is really pissed at me because I taped it and it's not quite square. So let me just... All right. All right. Here we go. So I don't know, folks. Let's mark the front and the back. Do you see where this fold is? Like it should crease. See the crease? Barely, barely. Barely, barely. Let's see if I can pop. Oh, I already got the lid off. Let's try it like this. And see where that hole gets me. Is that... Oh, this one's higher. That's interesting. Let's try it from this side. Tee at the top. God, this book is crazy. Let's try it from the outside, shall we? There's 1, 2, and 3. All right. I'm going all the way through with my awl to the biggest part in hoping that this will not mend itself by the time I get back, okay? All right. Now, if I were to do it over already, I know we're not even done, right? I would have, I would cut more string. I would have probably put some Tyvek tape or some duct tape on the inside of that seam binding, not just the ribbon, because I think it would have helped the integrity of the file folder more, and that ribbon's making me mad. So, all right, let's do it again. Let's see if we can do it without too much, you know. All right, we're going to go through the outside. You guys, look at that. It's already mended. That's crazy. All right. Okay, through the outside, through the middle. Up through the middle of the paper. Now, you can clip this paper onto the backing also. That sometimes holds it. I'm having enough problems with this backing that I'm not going to do that because I have to see what I'm doing. And we're going to go, see, the problem is I don't think this is where my hole is. This is nuts. Nuts, I tell you. Bananas. Is that where my hole is? It's close enough. I'll tell you that right now. That'll do. Okay, up through the middle, down through the top, all the way down to the bottom, back up through the bottom. Oh, that one's pretty close, you guys, look. That's nice. And through the bottom of your signature. The hole is not in the middle. That's interesting. Why not? All right, well, we're going to take the hole where it is. The papers were not lined up super perfect. Middle. And back through the middle of your book. Again, don't split your thread, and then you want to get one on either side of that middle. Okay. Ooh, Nelly, here we go. So that one's a little bit harder to see, obviously, because I have all the other strings on there. Oops, and I still am not on either side. There we go. All right, let's pull it so it's a little tighter. Okay. Oops, nope. Why won't it pull through? Oh, it's mad at me. What did I do? Did I split the string? No, I did not. There it goes. What is going on? Oh, I sure did. I split the string. So, can you see? Did I? Yep, I went right through the other thread. Okay, so it doesn't want to pull for me. So that's okay. I mean, it just obviously makes it harder to manage, but as long as you know, that's why it won't pull through. There it goes. Okay, so now we're in. Now we can tie it. We're still not in. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys. Welcome to Bookbinding with Allison. What not to do. Excuse the reach if I don't edit that out. Those are my arms. What do I want to do? Do I want to redo this. Oh my God, this is insane. There it goes. Okay. Talk about needing some extra attention. My goodness. Okay. And look how different my strings are. That's okay. All right. I always cut extra. They say 3 times your book length. Obviously, you don't need that. But obviously, the more you tie into your books, you know, the more you would. All right. So, and again, I'm going to take this one and lay it in the middle and do something like that. Okay. So for now, it has a bunch of danglies, which are kind of stringy. I will keep some. I will get rid of some. I will add some beads to some, whatever, but they're available. What I do know is don't add your beads until the end of the journal, unless you're going to give it away, obviously. Sometimes it makes it a little bit harder to open it and journal if there's beads underneath. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is exciting. Our journal is done, you guys. The nuts and bolts of it, if you will. Okay, so here it is. Now, this is not dry yet, which could adhere to this paper, which is fine, but not. I'll put some plastic there. But for the most part, we do have this kind of wonky edge here. I'm not too sure I'm in love with it. I may cut it flat. Or I may curve the edge right here is what I may do, actually. I may circle punch this so it matches this and bring it down to match that edge. So that would be one thing. But here's signature 1. Now, this is a long sheet. We can fold it all the way in. We can fold it just half, or we could cut it off. I tend to fold it part way, at least for now. It could be like a fun tuck. We could glue the edges. It could just be a pocket. It could be a bunch of things, okay? So here's a clean sheet. Here is that 2 pieces of book that we taped together, so you can't even see it, but we could go in there if you want and add washi or something fun there. All right, here's another longer sheet. Again, I think that edge looks sort of weird. I kind of wish I would have off-centered this to get more of a flip in. I mean, I love this edge here. I'm going to fold it for now. We'll worry about it later. I might cut it off. I'm not too sure about this one. This one's clean and good. Clean and good. Clean and good. This envelope is in here. We can get rid of the writing now. And we'll come back and decide what we want to do. Like if we want to glue down this flap and just make it a pocket, then I'll put a punch here. Right? Oops, what's happening there? Okay, but that's going to be a fun pocket there. This page is good. This one sticks out. This is the middle. Now, again, I think we might add like a little drop of glue or something here to kind of hold this in. It seems wobbly. It is wobbly. And I'm not enjoying that very much. So, I mean, even a piece of clear tape or something on there would be fine. Not too sure. We can do that for now. The question is, what do we want to do with the flaps? So again, you know, I tend to fold them until I know I don't need them. Okay. Now I know this looks like a lot of flaps. Again, I could have off-centered this and gotten it a regular page here and a big flap on this side, or we could cut them down. And we don't need the 11 anymore. Okay. So that's the middle of this book. Now, if you did your strings on the inside, you would have your dangles here. A lot of people, which we could also do, we could make this into some sort of a pocket. If we want, we could make this into, you know, some sort of fun something or other and make this you know, into a pocket here. If your strings are in the middle, a lot of people do that. We could fold the paper like that and get kind of like a pull out if you want to. We could do that. Okay, we'll do that for fun. Whoops. All right, so again, there's good. Now here's the other half of that envelope. So it's just the short end, which is cool. This end does not open. If we want it to, no, it should. No, it does. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I was like, I forgot which envelope was where. So this one will punch actually right now because we can. We could have done this also before. Before we put it in the book. We could have inked this before we put it in, but there's lots of things, you know, in different stages. But if we're going to make a quick journal, okay, here is a full flap out here. Okay, this page is too long for my liking. So again, for right now, we'll make a little fold in. We could do all sorts of things. We could make this a pretty thick fold in. Well, we'll do that one for this one. We could staple it and have this be like a fun pocket. We might have to reinforce this edge a little bit. It's a little torn, right? So maybe some washi, if it's going to be a pocket that you're sticking things in and out of, right? But we could definitely do that. Or it could just be a flip out, right? There's that side. And then here is the wedding page. Okay. Here's this page. Again, if you don't want these, this is a lot of white space. We could have cut this down and sandwiched them closer. So then you would only have this in on your page. So those are all options. I'm just going to fold it for now. We could obviously still just cut it off as well, right? Wherever. It would probably be okay even if we cut it just at that edge right there. I tend to like these edges, so I am not going to do that at this moment. Who knows about down the road? All right, so those pages are good. That is book number 1. This is actually looking pretty good to me. There's a little bit of red ink right there. I'm not going to heat it up right now. I don't think I can get it off with this thing. I'm not going to heat it up right now because I don't want that burlap to burn again. All right, here is the manners page. And then let's see, this one we already folded. So I think that one's okay. This one's fun. The way we overlapped it, I left this as a flap. So you have a little bit of a flap here. Okay, and this is the one where the pages all go the lines all go this way. This is the same piece of paper. I folded it the opposite way. So the lines go this way, okay? I know for some of you, that's, you know, not what you like. I left this little tag on here on purpose. Okay, I'm going to stick it that way and pray that my envelope is the right side. If I put this envelope in upside down, I'm going to cry. I did. Did I? I might have put this envelope in upside down. Nope, I did not. Oh. All right. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I only have so many mistakes in this. It's all right. Let's do the same thing. Okay, we'll cut like a little thing there. We can make tags. We'll fold this in. And again, you can do all sorts of fun things. You could make, you know, and put a tab right here and have it pull out like this. So we'll leave that one like that. Here is this piece. These are, you know, already good sized. These all work. I am liking the, you know, the coffee and the white together. It's kind of a good mix. These all work. Okay. Here's that other spreadsheet. Here is the other half of the envelope. And again, we'll have to decide, we still could seal this top and have it go this way and open. Okay, so I don't want to make that decision yet. We could tape this and glue it and then cut a circle out here and have it be a top loading pocket also. Okay, any of that works. So we're going to be flexible with that. See, this is that paper where it's perforated right here. So we may go in and reinforce. Same thing here. This is the same perforation of the same paper, right? Just turned a different way. Here's that little flip out thing. I really like that. And okay, and the rest of this works. You guys, this is exciting. Okay, so I think I will go in and corner this to match this. So if I were to do it again, I would have done it before, right? But live and learn. I don't mind this corner overlapping this. I just don't like these not matching. Okay, so I'll go in and cut those on that. But there is the journal so far. Now, we have a little bit at the top sticking out, so I might trim those. Do you see that? It's just a little bit. And it's that silly page that I taped together is why, and it's just not even, right? So we'll cut a little piece off. It's fine. It's all fixable, is what it is. It's all fixable and customizable. And it doesn't even have to be perfect, okay? So, and you can just keep looking. This I'm super happy with. This is, it's dry, it's on here. There's a little bit of, but this I'm super happy with. This I'm not happy with, but we will figure it out. But I like the look of it. I'm super happy with that. So, you guys, that's our junk store journal that we bought. Okay. It's everything I bought from, it's everything in this journal I bought in a haul from the junk store in one day, thrift stores. Okay. And we're not done. We have lots of other things to still play with. So we can make pockets and tags. I certainly have leftover pieces from what we used. I also have my bucket still. I do have trims and stamps and all sorts of other goodies that we will come back and decorate with. Okay, because I did buy all of these that day, so I get to use all of these. And whoops, this does not need to be in here. Right? I get to use all of these. Oh, I didn't sew in a doily. Okay, we'll have to play with that. I have stencils. Don't forget the magic trim. I also have giant postcards or index cards. I dropped something on the floor. Sorry, I have my book plates. So that will go in the front. So that will be it for this session. Okay, the journal's done. That's the exciting part. Now we get to come back and decorate, and I'm still only working out of my bucket. Okay. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I appreciate you watching. If you're new here, welcome. Hit the thumbs up and the subscribe so you can know when I'm back. And you can watch this whole series. And if you've been here for a bit, I love you, friend. Thank you so much. So I love this community and all your creativity and inspiration. So thanks for watching. And I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care. Bye.